All right, here we go. Some tips for injury prevention and to develop straightness in your body through your dance practice. We're going to start on the waist. The waist is home. The waist is always my favorite. And it's the very first place that most of us hoop. So it's good to develop a good, solid practice from the very beginning. All right, so the first little tip that we're going to have is that most of us start waist hooping with one leg in front, which is generally the easiest way to go. This is not necessarily a tutorial on how to hoop on the waist for the first time, although you might get enough out of it to do that if you've never hooped before. So right here on the waist, I'm hooping to the left, and I've got one leg in front. So it's very common in the beginning to, once you kind of find something that works, is to stick with it a little too long. So if you're hooping and your most comfortable way to hoop is with your right leg in front, and you never hoop with your left leg in front, chances are you're going to be pretty uneven. And this will in itself can cause injury. Often when someone has a habit of only hooping with one leg in front, unconsciously you'll kind of be twisting as well, and I'm over-exaggerating just so you can see it, but if you have any kind of this kind of motion, any kind of twisting motion as you hoop, that can definitely torque the spine in a way over and over and over again if you're hooping like a madman, like most of us do in the beginning. That can for sure cause injury, and it won't encourage straightness. So the way to counteract that is to find which leg is the most awkward leg, which leg forward causes the hoop to stumble and fall. In general, that's going to be your weaker side and the side you want to hoop on just a little bit more in the beginning until it gets just as easy as the other side. Once you get to that stage, then you'll want to spend as much time with one leg forward as the other leg forward. The other tip here is to make sure that you're pushing straight front to back and that you're not twisting to make the hoop go. So one leg in front, straight front to back. One leg in front, straight front to back. And you can just keep switching like this. This is actually a really nice warm-up when you want to start your hoop practice just before you get into all your fancy, crazy tricks. It's just practice switching one leg, other leg. One leg, other leg. The other thing to be aware of is that you want to cultivate a practice of using your belly in a specific way when you hoop. So everyone says, hooping gives you such great abs. And that can be true if you use it in the right way. So you can easily, especially if you have a really big hoop, just kind of like let your abs hang out and just use your legs and not get harmed any ab workout at all. So if you do this, you're gonna not have that happen to you. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling in and up from my solar plexus, so I'm engaging my abs in a way that draws my whole body upward. So I'm not crunching down, I'm pulling up. So at first it might feel like it makes you a little bit tense because you're new to it. So you're gonna find this sweet spot where you can engage but then be relaxed. A good way to find that is to pull in and up with the solar plexus and then relax the shoulders. And usually in the beginning what happens is then that will relax your abs. So then you just kind of go back and forth, pull in and up, relax the shoulders, relax the face. Pull in and up, relax the shoulders, relax the face. At this point, you can bring in some arm stretches. You can actually twist with your upper body, whatever floats your boat. The most important thing is to focus on engaging the abs, pushing straight front to back with both legs equally, spending as much time on one leg as the other leg. All right, so this is the first place we start. The second drill is to place your feet parallel and push straight side to side. This is one where you see a lot of people kind of doing this. They'll find, your stronger side will over push to one side. And even, for me, I've been hooping for almost 18 years. I still tend to over push slightly, you might be able to see it, to my right side. So what I'll do is I'll just focus on pushing a little bit more to my left to equalize. It's a very tiny difference at this point. I'm not too worried about it, but what you want to avoid is the big push. Or in the beginning, it can even look something like this, where you're really like over pushing to one corner. If you're doing that, most likely your hoop is going to be on a funky angle as well. That's one way you can tell if you're pushing evenly or not. All right, so here I'm just really focusing on two lines, straight side to side. Yeah, and again, pulling it up with the solar plexus, relaxing the shoulders. In and up, relaxing the shoulders, and taking some nice deep breaths in there is a good idea too. I have one more drill for you for the waist, and this one is going to be great for your booty too. You all know you want a nice tight booty. Okay, so from here, once you get this nice straight push side to side, if you spin your feet out slightly, so you come into this kind of plie position, and then you're gonna feel like, pulling it up with the solar plexus, lean back slightly to stay straight up. So then I'm gonna squat down and come up. And the focus here is I'm gonna continue pushing straight side to side. Yeah, just like that. And you can even add the arms, so you can bring the arms up, and then down, up, and then down. So what this does is it really cultivates a feeling of straightness in the body, so that as you're hooping, especially if you want to change levels, you don't want to stay here, you maybe want to dance down here and get a little funky with it. Your body knows how to stay in that perpendicular axis with the hoop as you go down, and how to push evenly to both sides in order to accomplish that. So from the side, coming down, and up, down, and up. And you can do this, if you're wanting to get a workout with your hoop, you can do that like a whole bunch of times every morning, and that will go a long way. So I'm already a little bit winded just from, what was that, like 7? And I'm supposed to be good at this. All right, so that's it for now, and see you next time. As always, if you like this, please like, share, comment on the video, comment on Facebook, tell your friends. Come to a class. I've got classes going locally now in Los Angeles weekly. No matter what your level, there'll be classes there for you. All the information is on my website, www.hooprevolution.com. And if you have any specific requests, please let me know, because I'm here for you guys. See you next time.